Ta-da! Alright, it's Monday night. We do the thing. We are live. Welcome to the madness. Yeah. Preemptive hello to Mr. White. How you feeling, buddy? You alright? My bad. Jesus. I'm alright. Can't really complain too much. I'm going to though. Hey Bob! Welcome. I started working on my comic book again. I had one of those situations where I'm like, alright, I get the layouts good, I'm ready to rock, and just like cannot draw this one panel for the life of me. I had to like stop for a little bit because I was just like, what happened? Like my hand is still attached. I'm still conscious. Everything's in order, and yet I couldn't make it work. And it's just like the head and shoulders of the character and stuff. I'm like, struggle bus. But anyway, it'll come back. Right? Yeah, it's always some little thing. But that's how we roll. Alright, so tonight we are drawing my second favorite G.I. Joe character, Sergeant Slaughter, which makes me happy. Alright. What am I going to have him do? Slaughtering? You know, it's not a bad idea, but it is, you know, G.I. Joe, so you know, too many people actually dying. I heard that was like a thing with the movie, actually. They originally had, it's not Clutch, no. You already know who my favorite G.I. Joe guy is. The boring and vanilla Duke. But I always liked him. Voice actor. I always liked his voice. So. Hello, Mama. Alicia's getting her set up ready.
What did you say?
I said Alicia is getting her set up ready. Am I like off on this? Yeah, pardon me.
Oh, I got a notification that this really cool artist is doing a live stream.
Oh, you should check that out.
You think I should?
Hey, Mo. Yeah, you should totally check it out. up a battle android trooper. He's just dusting off the hands.
Oh, it wasn't even close, was it?
It was very close.
Was it?
Yeah. Did you look at-
50% versus 38.
Oh, did people vote after? I had, it was like Snake Eyes was one vote behind when I looked.
Zartan, no love there, huh?
No love for Zartan. No. Or Lady J,
I
unfortunately.
voted for Lady J just now.
Nice. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, the bats, Jason. That's what the
Sweetheart.
battle android troopers, because everything in GI Joe has like a cool acronym, or not very cool acronym. They tried real hard.
Say the military, the acronym is just the first 3 letters of everything.
Yeah, I remember you
So-
telling me.
Like human intelligence is human.
Yeah. Alicia decided to illustrate this to me the first time she told me about it was she was looking at my my copy of the board game Imperial Assault, so I'll let you guys put that together. It's always just the first couple, 3 letters, right? I was about to congratulate somebody for jumping in there, and it was you.
Well, I figured you didn't want me to say it, or you would have just said it yourself.
Well, I just said, yeah, I would let the audience figure it out.
Oh, that's your next drawing challenge, Bob says. I love it.
Tune in Monday nights, kiddies.
I could not tell you what the game was, other than the acronym that I have now made up for it.
So I don't know, Jason. Red Shadow. Not. There's too many like ninja teams and offshoots, and then there was the like October Guard were like the Russian guys that were sometimes enemies and then sometimes friends. Action Force, yeah.
Oh, wow.
In Action Force, Sergeant Slaughter's name was Sergeant Slammer. Again, because everything had to be dumber. It's like we can't have a show of like military fantasy and have anybody actually intimate they might be in the military.
You wanna go outside for butter? You wanna go out? Let me get to the boy.
A lovely tangent.
Good baby. Wanna go out?
Sorry.
All your stars are outside.
Hmm. Yeah, not really. I mean, I won't get too into it, but eesh. for Panic Town, or what used to be Panic Town, but is not.
Nothing to see here, Tim.
Well, I always, it's not like Yo Joe is a great, battle cry or whatever, but I still remember listening to Action Force and their battle cry was full force, and I was always like, ooh. That,
Why are you like that?
it just sounds a little innuendo-y. But also, it just, like Jason would tell you, in Britain, it's like they couldn't have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so they had to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Hero Turtles.
Why couldn't they be?
Jason, you want to explain why they couldn't be Ninja Turtles other than, racism? Because ninjas are bad.
Oh, Hero Turtles.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Ninja Heroes, and I'm like, what's wrong with turtles? Why are they against turtles?
Well, they're against the word ninja.
Got it.
And
I've not even been drinking
and I don't get, like,
tonight.
how did they handle that with Action Force, Jason? Because there was a lot of ninja, especially Cobra guys. And Snake Eyes, technically a ninja. It makes me think of, there was a guy that used to be on YouTube, like, almost 20 years ago, that had a channel that was called Ask a Ninja. And he would just, he's dressed up as a ninja, and he would just answer, like, fan questions. And he was really good at it. It was funny, and then he just, like, disappeared. And then, like 5 months ago, he just posted a new video. And everybody was just like, he was here the whole time. It's just he's a ninja. But I was like, wow, that's quite the necro. Like, I haven't done anything in close to 19 years, but here we go. That is pretty random, but we aim to please, or displease, maybe in this case. I don't know. Man, could you imagine if Sergeant Slaughter was actually your stepdad? That would suck. It's like a,
Did your drill sergeant stepdad make you do push-up?
my stepdad wasn't a drill sergeant, but
Oh, I
no.
thought
No, he just made me do a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I could see. The thing about Sergeant Slaughter, according to G.I. Joe lore, is all the Joes have to be rated to be drill instructors anyway, and then the only person insane enough to be a drill sergeant of drill sergeants is Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, you have to forgive Jason, he's British. And they didn't have G.I. Joe, they had Action Force. was the same thing with worse voice actors and sillier names, if that's even possible.
No need to apologize to you.
Yeah, well, he's British.
I thought that was a Canadian thing.
It is also.
So, if you had a Canadian and an Englishman,
Yeah, like, yeah, somewhere there,
who would be more
There's-
apologetic? Or
they would
polite?
be, yeah. Well, polite would probably be Canadian all day long. Sorry, Jason. But as far as apologies go, there's probably still, you know, somewhere there is a Brit and a Canadian still apologizing to each other after somebody started apologizing in like 1985, and they just can't stop. Aha. Missed all of this. Well, here's your chance to see the insanity, a glimpse into the insanity.
So Sam, are you familiar with G.I. Joe?
I think what he's saying is he's too young.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm sure it's available, right? Like,
Not
you
at
might
all.
not have watched it after school, but although he was born in the 2000s, I guess I don't really know. Like,
Yeah, no.
we had one TV with 3 channels, well, 4 channels, but only 3 came in. And then, but I want to say like my younger brother was like 6 years younger, and I think we had cable by then. And then, you know, it was different. And then it wasn't much longer after that it was streaming available. I don't know. Oh, Power Rangers. All right.
None of your Sergeant Slaughter quotes are posting. That sucks.
I think we're being set up.
If it was John, I would agree with you. But those are gonna get lost in the black, but that's okay. So every once in a while, G.I. Joe, they'd have a real life person become, you know, part of the team or get their own action figure or whatever. Like there was one time there was like a mail away like Refrigerator Perry figure of a G.I. Joe and stuff. But Sergeant Slaughter was the only one that actually like was not a guest star. He just became part of the roster. But he was also not technically the real life Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, the cartoon character had his own bio and everything, different background. But that's all. That's the only one I really cared about anyway. Nothing. It just makes me happy that you know any Sergeant Slaughter quotes. Why would it not? But like you clearly can type in the chat. Like, how does it know that it's nope, no Slaughter quotes? Can do. It's just bizarre.
Just do it one word at a time, Bob.
What was the one he said to me today when I was like, I hope it's Sergeant Slaughter. Hey, give your hearts to America, Joes, because your butts belong to me. Which, on this channel, I realize is problematic. disease. I just love they did. The cartoon used to be great because they do these like 5-part sagas, and during the week, you know, they'd show, obviously they were 1/2 hour episode at a time, and Sergeant Slaughter hosted the show, so like, you know, in and out of commercial breaks and stuff, the real life Sergeant Slaughter was giving commentary. But I like they did this one, Arise Serpentor Arise, right? So their Cobra's making their genetically enhanced emperor, and they go around to different tombs of history's greatest, you know, like conquerors and stuff, and they're like selecting their DNA so they can make this uber dictator. And yeah, itty bitty ditty bag. It's from the movie, but anyway, they like screw up, or the Joes thwart them, and they don't get, like, I think Genghis Khan or somebody's DNA, and so Dr. Mindbender instead decides they just get Sergeant Slaughter's DNA. So it always cracked me up that Serpentor was like a genetic offshoot of Sergeant Slaughter as much as anybody else. And they always kind of depicted him in the cartoon that he was basically superhuman. He was like super strong. Like the first time he shows up in the cartoon, the Joes have gotten like kind of complacent. Like Cobra hasn't attacked in a while, and they've had a bunch of victories even before that, so they're kind of like thinking they're hot shit. And then Cobra tests out these robot guys, the battle android trooper guys, and they're getting their asses kicked. And then Sergeant Slaughter shows up, and he just like basically just like grabs one of these like almost bulletproof, super strong robots and just swings it around like a baseball bat, smashing all these other super powered robots like it's no big deal. It's like, oh, all right. Supposed to let you know that he's tough. It's like in Next Gen when they had to have Lieutenant Worf get his butt kicked by the bad guy to show how tough he was. So Worf never got to be a Klingon. Till Deep Space Nine, anyway. Yeah, basically. Whips the noobs into shape. I would like, they did, being the Transformers fan that I am and G.I. Joe, they did these crossovers for the toys recently. So like they had, you could get Megatron turned into like a Hiss tank, and it came with, I think, the Baroness. And Bumblebee turned into, I think, like an Awe Striker, like the sort of beach buggy with the gun turret and stuff, came with Stalker. But the one that I really wanted was Sergeant Slaughter, came with his weird little white tank thing that turned into Cup. It's also one of my favorite Transformers, so I was like, oh man, but they're pretty expensive. Nothing from the wife on that.
What?
Nothing. I was talking about buying Transformers that were expensive. It sucks because my comic shop got one that was like used.
With
and
joint money?
No.
I don't care.
And the problem was that it was only like $50, but it didn't have the G.I. Joe figures. I'm like, what? Come on. Well, the thing of it is Cup is kind of like a sergeant for the Transformers, so it kind of made sense to me. I do like Brawn quite a bit, though. There's not too many Transformers I don't like. Good old-fashioned 80s camo. Those digital horseshit. All right. Hello. Do some erasing of the pencils and slap a signature on here, and then we'll do the contest to see who wins, who gets to take home Sergeant Slaughter. You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, he'll never ask for likes. I sometimes will. But yeah, make sure that you like and subscribe and tell all your friends and have watch
right.
parties.
Right, yeah. Do all the things.
Monday nights.
Alright, so to see which one of you guys wins this sketch, I'm going to roll a 10-sided die. And when I tell you to guess, whoever guesses the number correctly in the chat wins the sketch. So go ahead. I have rolled. You're looking for a number between 1 and 10.
The first correct guess.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I just said
Said whoever
guesses
guessed it correctly the first. 95. Wow. Nobody's guessed it yet. Feel free to guess again. Not 5, not 2, not 7, not 4. There it is, Jason. We've gone back to form. It's the number 1.
He just waited for you guys to stop guessing 1 right off the bat.
Right.
And then he got you guys to break the
Snuck
habit.
it in. I haven't rolled a 1 in a while, so maybe it's coming back around. But congrats, Jason. And I'll add it to the pile. Actually, I left some with Bob, so you might get some sooner. But yeah, thanks for indulging my 80s nostalgia. Thank you much. Hey. All right, guys, we'll call it good for tonight. We'll do it again next Monday. I hope everybody has a good week. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Good night.